Fuck. Also, we live in the same house. Charles and I hardly speak to each other. I know that he's been feeling guilty ever since his affair, but that was 20 years ago. It's high time I forgive him out loud. Next, I need to work things out with Trisha. I've been objecting her relationship with Scott for quite some time. In doing so, Trisha has been avoiding me. I haven't been a good mother, but I want to be there whenever she needs me from now. I just want things to go back the way they were. The agency has arranged for a new guy to help me. His name is Owen Smith, quite a young man for what he has accomplished. During our meeting, Owen asked me many things, as if he was interviewing me. The brief introduction turned out to be hours long. However, by the end of it, he said he has everything he needed and will get things moving right away. I have a good feeling about him. Owen called me. Owen called to meet with me today. He had the papers ready for me to sign. He said that the location of the exhibition has been approved. All we need is a down payment. That's great. I signed the papers almost immediately. After that, I informed our accountant, Helen, to transfer the money from the robbers' relief funds, since the hospital won't be needing it for a while. Owen's been a great help since we brought up the idea of an art gallery for the public. I am not sure if things could have gone so quickly if it had been some other agent. I owe him that much. The art gallery will open in 3 months. I am so excited about it. We have received most of the artwork from the contributors and artists. All I need to is ask Charles if he would be willing to donate some of his paintings. If this exhibition succeeds, it would be good for us and for Painscreek. I haven't felt this alive in a very long time. I have a purpose now. Oh, I need to turn off the achievements, sorry. I don't like achievements popping in game because it's kinda distracting and they sometimes can contain spoilers. Let's go to the sewers. I accidentally found this. Hey, wait. Or maybe I found this door before? This arrow looks kinda familiar. But I found this entrance when I was going to Robert's mansion from this direction, and I was like, what's this? Never noticed that before. But maybe I did. I don't remember actually. Let's go in. Oh man. Sewer map. I am here currently. I don't understand it. I am kinda bad with maps, like every time there is a map I just don't know what to do. These noises are so loud. I wish we just could have the setting to just make sound effects quieter, not just master volume. Bought it from another site. At least lights are on. Imagine going through this in darkness. That wasn't so bad. I didn't even need the sewer map. Maybe you only need the entrance. And these other things are not relevant, at least for now. Ah, I am back at hospital. Oh no. Okay, this is creepy. Hospital for now is the scariest place in the game, I think. Nothing? Ah shit, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Oh. Broken drawers. We had a broken drawer. I think it was in house 43. It was Wanda Taylor's house. Yeah. Also, I needed something for house 31, the bloodstained panel. Hammer should do it, because it can pull. the prank. Okay. The elevator doesn't work, but yeah. But how do I get power back? Maybe I missed something. I already searched the floors number 1 and 2. Oh, okay, this is it. Ah, fuck me. That was same sound that was used in that jump scare. Okay, so someone definitely was here and turned off the power when I found this fucking key card. God damn it. Whew. You know what? I'm gonna make the game quieter. I don't care. Even so, I was playing for 11 hours already. Huh. Time actually still goes up when I pause. I was AFKing for maybe 1 or 2 hours, so actually my playtime is smaller than this. I thought timer would stop when I pause, but I guess not. Alright. I'm kinda scared to do anything. Fuck. Yeah, I should do everything in hospital that I can and fucking get out of here. Wanda Tyler. Oh. Dorothy wasn't hospitalized, right? I still need to find tools in her house. She had one room locked, so I don't know where to get her key from it. I checked her room in Robert's mansion again, but I didn't find anything. And Trisha doesn't have it too, I think. Ah, maybe it was in tavern. Tavern had that reception with something secret in it, but I didn't found that secret. I didn't find the secret, I mean. Grammar. Where is it? Oh yeah, it wasn't documented. I had photo. Yeah, Dorothy isn't here. Alright.
Henry, I just received a letter from the NMB investigation firm regarding the use of the RRF funds. I need you to call me. Henry, we really need to talk. Please call back. What's going on, Henry? Why aren't you returning my calls? This is really important.
To Charles Roberts. I don't know if it's a joke that you sent me the threat letter, but if you knew about the will, then you must have found out the truth. Just so you know, your wife was the one behind all of it. If you have any grudge, it's with her, not me. I was just a witness in Sophia's death, nothing more. Fax it tomorrow. June 30. June 30. And he died maybe same day, because yeah, last checked in June 38th. All right. I'm sorry that I don't talk up much. I'm just kinda nervous. I have chills just being here. Lots of storybooks. Happily ever after. Is that a number? 503, I think. Just in case. Actually, whose room is this? Oh, Trisha room. Maybe we will have the key here. Scott Brooks' body found by jogger with multiple stab wounds to the head. Police don't know if this is tied to the murder of Vivian Roberts. Scott Brooks, a star suspect in the Vivian Roberts case, was found dead yesterday. His body was found on the roadside along Maple DR. At around 6:50 a.m., a jogger happened to find a body lying motionless behind a bush on the side of the road. He stopped to check if the person needed the help, only to notice that the body was covered in blood. He immediately called 911. The police arrived shortly at around 7 a.m. and the victim was declared dead. The estimated time of death was predicted to have happened 4 to 6 hours prior, putting the incident to have occurred around 1 to 3 a.m. Questions have been raised in regards to the murder of Vivian Roberts, of which Scott Brooks was the key suspect of. He had been released from prison due to insufficient and... Alright. This place, huh? Behind the bush. Maybe I should check it. Maple deer. I think Trisha read about this and then jumped off the balcony of the roof. Yeah, I think that's my key. Dorothy. Yesterday, on hearing that Scott was apprehended for the murder of her mother, Trisha collapsed. The hospital called this morning to inform us that it was just a nervous breakdown. However, they have suggested that she should stay there for another few days. Charles is asking me to stay by her side. It rained today. Trisha has always hated the rain. She stayed in bed, tucked under the blanket, nearly the entire day. Here and there she muttered Scott's name out loud. She cried herself to sleep a few times. It pains me to see her like this. Charles visits Trisha almost every day. Today he was quieter than usual. All of a sudden he told me that Vivian had been seeing another man, apparently a banker, for more than a year. He asked me if Vivian ever talked to me about it. I said I didn't know anything, but was sure that Vivian would never have done such a thing. Then I realized that Trisha was awake. I'm not sure if she heard our conversation. Sheriff Howard came today. He asked me if I remember seeing anything suspicious the night Vivian died. I have already told him everything I know. It's frustrating to be asked over and over about things that I just want to forget. Before he left, I asked if Scott could really be the killer. He said he's wondering the same thing. If Scott wasn't the killer, then who killed Vivian? Derek came by to see Trisha. I asked him how he was doing. He said that the medical expenses for Wanda were more than he expected. Even with Charles' help, he's been forced to use up most of his savings. He's currently searching for a second job. He asked me if there was a future for him. Traveling with Charles made him see some of rather ugly sides of the world. His mother is hospitalized with terminal cancer, and seeing his best friend Trisha like this pains him. I didn't know what to tell him. Before he left, he leaned close to her and whispered, "Would it have been better if Scott just never showed up? Would you have chosen me?" I wish that I never heard that. Fuck. That's disgusting. And Derek Tyler is my prime suspect for killing Vivian. He has a motive, like he could have killed her, just not for a personal grudge, but for making Scott suspicious. He wanted Trisha and Scott being separated, and he could have a chance to be with her. And I found his diary on attic, I think. He could have also killed Andrew Reed. Andrew Reed. Also, maybe Vivian was stabbed by one of things that I found here. Grill fork, grill brush. I think this is a fork and this is a brush, and I found only one. Can you kill someone with this? I don't know. With this you totally can. Oh yeah. Didn't find anything for this for now. And this AOL password. Interesting. Alright. Am I done with hospital? I think for now I'm done. I need to go to Dorothy's house again and also use my hammer in a couple of places. I think I will go to Dorothy next because she should have other tools like shovel. Oh yeah, shovel. I finally can find that time capsule in cemetery. I have been thinking about and going through the Mary Martinez diary. She likes Scott, and she says if only he wasn't taken. And also she had a good relationship with Derek here. I asked Derek, he told me something. Never talked to him that much. It felt quite nice, rather relaxing. So maybe they became friends in 95, and then they together had a plan to separate Trisha and Scott. So Derek could have killed Vivian and then put blame on Scott. Because of that, Trisha and Scott aren't together anymore, and Derek can be with Trisha now, and Mary now can be with Scott. So it's a win-win situation for both of them. So maybe they were in this together. And I have been followed by creepy woman before, so that I think is Mary Martinez. So I'm kinda scared right now. Maybe I will find the truth who killed Vivian, and then Mary and Derek will just kill me after that. And Father Matthew, maybe. Oh, and Bernard. So 4 of them are my suspects of killings. Father Matthew could have killed Andrew, or maybe Derek done that, or maybe they done that together. Bernard killed Scott. Oh wait, Bernard definitely killed Scott, but it was his own acting. He probably wasn't affiliated with Father Matthew and Mary Martinez with Derek. So maybe there were 3 different sides of this. Yeah. But who killed Henry Johnson? He was gonna try to talk with Charles. Make him convinced that only Vivian was to blame for Sophia's death and Magdalene's death, maybe. Who could have benefited from Henry Johnson's death? Bernard, probably. Because Henry Johnson was kinda close with Vivian, and maybe he didn't like that. Or maybe it was Derek too. Who was a doctor that was assigned to Wanda Tyler? I need to know. Wait. Henry Johnson was assigned to Andrew Reed. But Andrew died first, right? Yes. Andrew died first and then Henry Johnson. Could have Scott. what did I say? Could have Scott did that. Maybe he was like, you gave bad pills for Andrew, die. Maybe? But I think Scott is innocent. I don't see him killing anyone. Maybe on accident. Yeah, Wanda Tyler, Henry Johnson. Cancer. Alright. Appendant of Mother Mary. Daughter of ex-mayor found dead at Painscreek Community Hospital. Trisha Roberts falls 40 feet from rooftop, lands on head and dies. Oof. Yesterday morning, the body of Trisha Roberts was found on the grounds of Painscreek Community Hospital. She was pronounced dead at 7:20 a.m. According to Miss Thompson, she was starting her morning shift when she heard some sound near the reception area. She went out to find Trisha lying motionless. Blood was flowing out from her head. She quickly called for Dr. Bennett, the attending physician for the day's morning shift, who brought Trisha to the emergency room at once. Unfortunately, it was too late. The hospital CCTV shows that Trisha Roberts was walking around the hospital at around 6:30 am. She headed to the roof at 6:54 am. A few minutes later, her body was found on the ground, 3 floors below. Charles Roberts, ex-mayor and father of the deceased. The hospital is now checking to see why the roof door wasn't locked. Investigation is still pending regarding Trisha's death. Scott was released from prison this morning. Matthew went to pick him up. There is a lot of tension here in Painscreek. Most people think of Scott as a murderer. Charles tried to stop Trisha from seeing Scott, but it's no use. She was already waiting for him at the cabin. Charles is drinking again. He couldn't stop Trisha from trying to see Scott, yet Scott seems to be avoiding her. Trisha shouldn't have been discharged from the hospital at this point. She still needs help and rehabilitation. Derek and Scott fought at the market today. Derek asked Scott why he's avoiding Trisha. Scott didn't say anything. He just walked away. Derek told him not to come back anymore. It's sad to see what's happening to them now. They used to be such good friends. Oh my god, Scott was killed. 2 days later. Trisha has been going crazy ever since Scott died. She sometimes screams in the middle of the night. Here and there she will ask us why Scott hasn't visited her for a while. No one seems to know how to answer without agitating her condition. Trisha is finally being admitted to the hospital for another mental breakdown. Charles doesn't know what to do. I have asked for his permission to take care of Trisha at the hospital until she recovers. I think Charles appreciates my help. Dear Dorothy, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for all you have done for me. You have taken care of my store on so many occasions. You have helped maintain its bright spirit. I would be lying if I said that I am not saddened by your departure. I will greatly miss you. I wish you all the best in your new place. Do invite me there once you have settled it. May God be with you. Best regards, Oliver Gibson. And that's his key. Oliver Photo Lab cleaning. Sophia. Oh, this is easy. It's 0526. Dear Sophia, how have you been? I hope everyone is treating you well at the mansion. It's been 6 months since my missionary work started here in Indonesia. Life here is hard, but meaningful. I thought my life at the orphanage was miserable, but after coming here, I realized I am blessed more than I could ever imagine. I am supposed to be back in 1 week's time, but I recently decided that I will be extended my stay here for another 6 months. I haven't received any letters from you for a while now. I hope you are doing well. Remember the time when we were at the orphanage? You said that you don't want to be poor anymore. I think God heard your call and brought you to Painscreek. Charles and Vivian told me they were glad I introduced you to them. They said you are a hardworking person with a kind heart, and that us being related wasn't the reason they hired you. You got the job on your own merit. I didn't know whether or not to tell them we are not actually cousins. I feel bad for lying to them. I guess I will have to tell them the truth someday. Having said that, I'm glad that you are in Painscreek. We can talk and meet anytime, just like the good old days at the orphanage. I will do my best here. I hope you can wait for me. Best regards, Matthew Brooks. I have prepared a special present for your birthday. Wait for my telegram that day. I know some people don't like me. Wanda always picks on me, and Bernard ignores me most of the time. Andrew, well, he's okay as long as I'm not in his garden. Dorothy cares a lot for me though. I like her. Tom, our security guard, treats me with respect even though I'm just a housemate. Vivian and Charles are kind to me. Oh, and Matthew too. I almost forgot about him. He's been taking care of me forever, certainly as long as I can remember. I am a lucky girl. Matthew talks to me whenever he has time. Sometimes I feel he's trying to escape his chores at the church. Well, we will talk about everything under the sun, our hopes, dreams, and futures. It reminds me of our days at the orphanage. Landing a job here as a maid was the best thing that could have happened to me. However, I never imagined I would be having an affair with a married man, let alone my employer. Now I am carrying his child. How do I face Matthew? I received a letter from Matthew today saying that he will be extending his stay in Indonesia for 6 more months. That's always been him. He's always had a noble heart, wanting to help people everywhere. I miss him, but I am glad he decided to extend his stay there. It gives me time to prepare how I will explain my situation to him. I don't know how he will take it if he just hears the truth blurted out once he gets back. I received a telegram this morning from Matthew, wishing me a happy birthday. He told me he had a special birthday present prepared for me. All I need to do is to find the clues that he placed in our favorite places. He's waiting for my telegram after I have solved the puzzle. I have actually solved it already, but I don't know what to say to him. What should I do? My baby was born today. Oh, this is where I should have get that birthday of Vincent was June 1, but I just got it randomly. And it's a boy. He looks just like Charles. Dorothy's taking good care of us. She prepares the food and attends to my needs. I almost feel like I'm her boss. Charles visits me all the time, asking if we need anything else. I told him he didn't have to come so often and to instead focus on work. As a mayor, he must have a lot on his mind. Charles told me today that his mother Magdalene will be arriving in 2 weeks. She knows about our relationship. I feel nervous because she's a strict woman. At the same time, I'm happy because she told Charles to take responsibility for me and my son. Soon I won't have to be a maid anymore. Charles has decided to name our child Vincent Roberts. I liked that name. So I should have get 2 clues from this. And I don't need them already. But it's fine. So Matthew really wanted to propose to her. And I also assume that this thing is used in that towel. Yeah, I think it's same color. Alright, so I need to go Wanda house, Bernard house. Oh no, I should go to Oliver Gibson house number 5. Oh, Office of Church Haven. Dear Mr. Oliver Gibson, we regret to hear that Father Matthew will not be joining any part of the annual religious gathering event from July 18th till the 23rd in South York. We received Father Matthew's memo yesterday, stating that he was not feeling well. I assume he has also informed you about this last-minute change. Please send him our regards. We wish him a swift recovery, so he may serve the people of Painscreek soon. Sincerely. Okay. July 17. Interesting. We just attended Trisha's funeral this morning. Charles tried to be strong, but by the end of the ceremony, his face was wet. Dorothy cried her heart out. It truly pains the soul to witness so many deaths occur here in Painscreek. Every one of these deaths was of a person I knew, and some were very close to me. Among them, Vivian's death shocked me the most. Despite what the media said, I will not for even a moment believe that Scott killed her. It just doesn't make sense to me. Trisha's death hurt the most probably, because I spent the last few years mentoring her. She was smart, kind, and very talented. She was turning into a very promising young woman. With her passing, Charles has lost all of his family members. He is all alone. I can imagine the pain he's going through. Dorothy left Painscreek early February, a month later after Trisha's funeral. The hospital closed shortly after. By the end of the month, Charles has packed and departed Painscreek for good. Wanda passed away on March 12, 96. Her cancer has spread too far and too deep. The doctors couldn't save her. 2 weeks after her funeral, Derek moved out of Painscreek. Autumn is approaching. My photography store will be closing by the end of this month. I have many things to say, but there's no one left to confide in. Anyways, I have been thinking about retiring for quite a while now. Maybe the time has come. This is an interesting queue. Looks like a crest. Or I should say cross. A tool used to tighten and loosen nuts, bolts, screws and pipes. Can be used on drain covers. Huh. I don't know where can I use this. Andrew Reed's gravestone is only one that looks like this. Maybe Matthew did that. Maybe he doesn't want to remember when he was born, but when he died is relevant to him because he killed Andrew. And Scott has a date of his... Wait! He has a date of his birthday here. And this too. Oh fuck. Recent. Scott is gone and Trisha is dead. How did this happen? We held Trisha's funeral last week. There could have been more people. There should have been more. This village will be barren in a few months to a year. My generation is just moving out, and the old generation is simply dying out. I will also be leaving here soon. Once my mother passes on, once I can't take of her any longer. The night Vivian died, I saw Scott meeting her. I was at a distance from where they were arguing. I couldn't hear the details, but I could tell they were disagreeing. When Scott left and went back to his cabin, I followed him. I watched him through the window till early morning, all the time thinking, how we have drifted so far. How could Trisha choose him over me? Am I not good enough for her? The police questioned me when Scott was suspected of killing Vivian. I know he didn't do it, but I decided not to tell them what I knew. with Scott locked up, I couldn't have chance to be with Trisha. I didn't expect that this small omission on my part would eventually lead to Scott's death. When Scott died, Trisha ended her life. In a way, I too died that day. I never wished for Scott to die nor Trisha. I hope they can forgive me. Derek Tyler. Oh, okay. Maybe I was wrong then. Trisha, congratulations. I will always love you, from Mom. Ah, this is the rook that I needed. Secret of Painscreek. Hidden room in study room. Hospital. Future Detective Scott. Underground secret passage. Secret room above father's room. I didn't find this. And by underground secret passage, I hope you mean sewer and not something else. I will go to church later. I need to use my tools. Wait. Can I pop this open? I don't think so. I don't understand. Hidden panel in the inn's reception area. Part of the counter. Latch is placed at one of the corners. Ah, this one. Hehe. A serrated blade. There's a dried blood stains on it. And that's it. Nothing else? The school called. The principal told me that the kids have been calling Derek names, saying that he's a bastard child. I know that Derek wants to know where his father is. I don't know what to say to him. The scout called me again and told me that Derek poke bird nest till it fell off the tree. After that, he stoned the chicks to death. I don't like that. This resulted in him being suspended from school for a week. The principal asked if Derek had suffered any kind of trauma that would cause him to act like this. I couldn't tell him that Derek witnessed Sophia being killed. He was only 5 when that happened. So Wanda knows about this. Derek stopped going to school. He told me school isn't for him. I shouldn't have asked him to keep quiet about Sophia's death. He must have been bottling up his emotions all these years. Maybe it's time I start homeschooling him. Interesting. Psychiatric evaluation on Derek Tyler. Dear Miss Wanda Tyler, after almost 5 months of sessions, your son, Derek Tyler, is now much better. We are still unable to get him to talk much, but he has chosen to express his thoughts and feelings through written text, which is a breakthrough for him. During his last session, however, he wrote the following. Dad was standing in the middle of the road. He was waving to me. Mom was crying and her tears dripped onto my face. I woke up. Kitty was purring and licking my face. I think she wanted to go out. Mom doesn't like me to make noise when it's late at night. Says it will wake everyone up. So I was very quiet when I opened the back door. Kitty flew away. There were noises behind the wall fence. There's a door that's always locked, but there's a light behind the keyhole. I walked to the door and looked through the keyhole. There were 4 people. 2 of them were fighting. A baby was crying, then one of them fell down and hit her head. She stopped moving. Her eyes were open. I wet my pants because she was looking at me. Derek has since been very quiet. We haven't been able to grasp fully if what he wrote was real or imaginary. Nevertheless, we are concerned with his situation. Kindly get back to us so we can discuss further steps in helping him. Catherine McDowell. That's a good information. But now the only clue that I have, I think it's... I can use it. How do I go there? Maybe it's related. secret room. I don't know how to go to church attic, so my only clue is that stupid panel encounter. Really? Wait. In reception area, part of the counter. I thought he was talking about this thing, or maybe this thing. But it is a counter, I guess. Maybe this bottle should have been a clue to look under it? Fuck. I think I spent like an hour at looking at this thing in summary. I mean, I was searching for it in 3 separate cases. Fucking hell. I don't even need the tools. Logbook. There is a private investigator in town by the name of Steve Moss. Rumor has it that someone hired him to investigate Vivian's death after the police ceased their own search. It's a tragedy that Vivian's murder case was never solved. I saw Matthew today while he was cleaning the church. He looked thinner than he used to be. We talked for a bit. He told me that he will be leaving Painscreek soon, as his services won't be needed here anymore. I think the recent death in Painscreek affected him tremendously, not to mention the tragedy that befell his adopted son, Scott. Even now, no one knows what really happened. None of the cases were ever solved. Sometimes I wonder if Scott did kill Vivian or was he just unfortunate and wrongly accused. Mr. Moss came by today. He decided to question me, see if I know anything he hadn't already learned, and I told him everything I legally could. When asked how his investigation went, he said something about an incident that happened in 1975, which might just be the breakthrough that he needed. As he left, I couldn't help but wonder if it had anything to do with the mansion maid who left Painscreek. Can somebody let Catherine know that I found her missing pin?
Hello again, Miss Roberts. How are you doing? What should we talk about today?
Catherine.
The nurses have notified me that you haven't been eating your meals. Is there something wrong with the food? We know that currently this is a rough time for you. Your father has been asking for you. He wants to know if he can talk to you.
Oh, haha. Oh man, this font is small. I need to get closer to the screen. Norman Jefferson was admitted to PCH at 10:24 a.m. Her son found her on the side of the bed and immediately called us. We tried to reach Dr. Johnson, but we were not able to. After the third try, we gave up and called Dr. Schneider, who was not supposed to be on duty. It's the third time that we failed to reach Dr. Johnson. He's never been unreachable this many times before. Susan has been sick 3 days in a row. With Catherine calling in sick at the last moment, tonight's staff will be extremely short-handed. I have had to do double shifts this weekend. Oh, wait. Looks like a briefcase. PH. Driver license. Wow. I called Dorothy last week. She told me something interesting about Sophia. There was a puzzle that she received from Matthew when she first started working at the mansion, sort of a birthday gift for her. In that puzzle, Sophia was to visit both her and Matthew's favorite locations in Painscreek. In each location lies a clue that Matthew had written on the wall of the building exterior. The clues when put together will point to her the location of her that gift. Was a neat idea. I thought that Sophia's favorite places. Sophia's favorite courtyard, and courtyard, bridge, over the stream by the gate entrance, post office. Why would someone like the post office? And where can I find Matthew's favorite places? I received an anonymous message this morning. It claims that Scott wasn't Vivian's killer. Unfortunately, that's all I got. I have had my doubts whether Scott really killed Vivian. He sure had the motive, but upon reading all his diaries and looking through his investigation notes, I can't help but think that Scott didn't kill Vivian. On the contrary, he was trying to find out who killed Vivian, as well as what really happened to Andrew Reed and Dr. Johnson. I still don't know if this anonymous person is a man or a woman, but they have helped solidify my thoughts on Scott. I received another message yesterday. It told me to look into Bernard, the mansion's butler. I can't help but feel that this person is trying to tell me something, but not exactly what. The message said I will find something in the house. Today I received a key in the mail with the initials BH. Does it stand for Bernard's house? Bernard Hopkins, I think. I have searched everywhere and read all of Bernard's diaries. Something just doesn't add up. Maybe it's just a hunch or simply that I'm thinking too much, but would he have really killed Vivian? There's something else about his entries that just make me pause and wonder if he was indeed a murderer. I photographed all the pages. Oops. So somehow I missed this. But I'm glad that I returned to hospital, and now I have something else to do. This is in tavern, his briefcase and yeah, he is Bernard Hopkins, but do I need another key for him? I don't know. Let's check his briefcase. 44-year-old white male with burns found at home, pronounced dead at the scene. Third-degree burns found across body, completely charred over the head, face, neck, and hands. The code for heavily charred across the gallery is and back of the body, legs, and feet. Closer inspection reveals punctured lungs with an object similar to a switchblade or small knife. Pneumothorax is a possible cause of death, but body is too burned to confirm. Wow. So he indeed was killed. It's time to go to sheriff again. To Sheriff Howard. The crack in Vivian Roberts' skull shows that the weapon used in an object with the heavy and sharp end. Something like an axe would fit the description. To cause a crack that big, what am I saying? To cause a crack that big, the attacker must be rather strong. I am assuming it's either a man or a strong woman who is experienced in the use of the weapon. The victim must have been facing the attacker because lacerations found on the front of her torso as well as the backside of both forearms, showing that she tried to block the attacks by holding up her arms. The fatal strike landed on the right side of the victim's head, just above her right eyebrows. This clarifies the following: that the victim was facing the killer, that the killer is strong enough to land such a clean but deadly blow, and that the killer is left-handed. Since the murder weapon was never recovered and confirmed, my assumption of it being an axe still remains. Since this is me doing you a solid, do not under any circumstances leak this information or I will be in big trouble. The guys here in Grand City don't want anyone more than necessary to know about these details. Hope the above information helps. Wait, so it was Bernard Hopkins? Oh, was he like lying on his diary or? Or Matthew is left-handed too. I think it's misdirection. I I don't believe that Bernard would do that. Oh, Vivian's Robert murder case record of alibi. Interview to Charles Roberts. I wasn't here when my wife was killed. I left for New York on July 18th to attend a conference meeting that was supposed to last for 3 days. I was supposed to be back on the weekend. On the morning of July 20th, however, I received a phone call from our butler Bernard, informing me that Vivian had been murdered. I couldn't believe what I heard. I cut short my trip and immediately came back to Painscreek. Matthew Brooks. There is an annual religious gathering event in Hartford where pastors from different churches in our state's vicinity meet and discuss what we can do to help our society. The event started on July 18th and ran for 5 days, so it ended on July 23rd. I represent Painscreek Trinity Church at that event. Our church can confirm this because we had to cancel our Sunday service that week. Hey, okay. From July 18th to July 23rd. I don't believe you because wait, where did I find that? Event cancelled. Dear Mr. Oliver Gibson. Yeah, he said I'm not gonna go there. So for 5 days he pretended to not be in Painscreek. His alibi is false. Well, not in Painscreek, but like, yeah, you understand what I mean. He's lying. So Matthew killed her. Maybe when I finally get access to church attic, I will find bloody axe. Bernard Hopkins. I was preparing for the fundraising event when I felt sick. However, there was no one who can really do my job, so I kept working. At about 9 in the evening, I was too sick to continue, so I bid Vivian goodnight and headed back home. Dorothy Patterson saw me leave. No, there's no one else that lives there. I live alone. Yes, Bernard wasn't feeling well that day, so he left slightly earlier than usual. However, he finished his work before he left. When I saw how sick he appeared, I wondered how he could have kept on working. Well, I guess that's why the Roberts family trusts him so much. Me, I was around the mansion most of the time, either preparing the food or making sure that the other mates were doing their jobs. The fundraising event, which was to be held the following day, was important to Vivian, so we were all making sure that everything would be perfect. By the time Mary left, it was already past midnight. I locked the doors and then went home myself. Now I live alone. Mary Martinez. My name is Mary Martinez. I had been working in the kitchen for the past few days for the upcoming fundraising event. Jimmy's Bakery was supposed to become irrelevant. Derek Tyler. I remember dropping Mr. Roberts off at the airport on July 18th at around 2 p.m. I was supposed to come back after that to drive around for Vivian, but she told me to take a break. I can give it to you later. Derek never gave me the number. Derek's lying too, but because he was watching Scott. So Derek wasn't actually at his friend, but he was watching Scott, actually. Ah, fucking hell. Fuck, bro. A car key. Maverick model. It's probably from Steven Moscar. Oh. Logbox 201. My head hurts, my tire's flat and the phone's not working. Is someone trying to stop me from leaving Painscreek? Am I close to discovering something? Oh god, I thought he was the one. I was wrong. He's not the killer, he's not. He's talking about Bernard, I think. Alright. That's from church. He's on to me, and I had to hide the key in one of the drains by the roadside. He will never find. He's talking about Father Matthew, I think. Ever since I have been following this anonymous person blindly. What a fool I have been. I need to revisit my investigation notes and see if I might have missed anything important. I looked through the alibis recorded by Sheriff Howard. There were 6 interviews: Charles, Matthew, Bernard, Dorothy, Mary, and Derek. Then I noticed it. One of them is lying. It was recorded that there was an event yet I remember reading somewhere about it being cancelled. Where did I read it again? I can't seem to remember. Oh my god, I have just realized that the ease in all of the killer's messages is slightly off in comparison to all of the other letters. If I can find that typewriter, I can find who killed Vivian. What? Killers. Oh, you mean that message? Ah, where it was. It was message about come to the well. You know which one, but maybe it was here. No? In my photos? Maybe it was in his car and I didn't take a photo. I think I'm close to finishing the game. I know what you did. Meet me by the well at midnight. You know which one. Come alone. Alright. I still don't know what this means. So now I can go to church, I think, but firstly I need to find the key. Steve Moss said about roadside. Sophia's favorite places. And courtyard, post office bridge. Need to check those actually. Need to check those actually. Or maybe it's a clue to that lock. It's close to birdhouse, so maybe. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this even considered to be a roadside? I didn't took photo of it. It was a lamp. Maybe this one. I'm a little bit nervous again because Matthew is super suspicious. Being in his hiding room. Oh, that's what I needed. You know, maybe I shouldn't linger here. Maybe I should run away right now and go get my ending. Someone came to Painscreek. She cannot know. I am dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead.
June 6th, 1995. I met Andrew in the evening at his house. He was hallucinating when we met, saying that he's seen Sophia everywhere. that he's a sinner and that he should die. But I didn't mean to kill him. My hands are still shaking. June 30th, 1995. Dr. Johnson came. He was surprised to see me. He tried to justify, saying it wasn't his fault, that he was only carrying the baby and had nothing to do with Sophia's death. When I revealed the truth about Magdalene, his face turned white. He didn't expect anyone to know the truth. He deserved to die. July 19, 1995. Just like the doctor, Vivian came alone. Instead of feeling guilty, she called Sophia a bitch who destroyed everything she had. I didn't feel any sign of remorse, feeling of guilt, or repentance from her at all. So I gave her time to express herself. And then I killed her. It's all over now. Why am I not at peace? There's this nosy investigator in town. I thought that if I led him to believe that Bernard killed Vivian, he just might believe it. But I made the mistake of trying to mislead him. Now he's suspecting me of being the killer. He has to die.
Fuck. Oh no! Fuck me! No 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 no! No 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 no! Fuck me, 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 fuck me. Fuck, what should I do? I didn't expect this at all. I need to go to my car right now. Fuck, my heart is racing. Sophia. Fuck. Why it's locked? It was the locked door, right? I'm going right way, right? Or not? Fuck me. Okay, okay, okay. My hands are trembling. Relax. Fuck, I am at hospital. Why do I hear him? How is he so close already? Ow! I have HP. You fucker. What? What do I do? There is no exit. Why are you showing me the roof? Why? What should I do? Should I push him? What? Whew. Holy shit. God damn. I'm glad that you made it back safely and uncovered the truth about Painscreek Killings. Good job. Your story will be on the front page of tomorrow's newspaper. Please submit the following information as well as a photo for your article as soon as possible. Richard Harris. By the way, we found out who hired P. Stephen Moss. What? Imagine if I didn't took photo of it. I hope I'm recording. Maybe I didn't push the record button. I will check later. To Dorothy Patterson, my name is Janet Kelly. I am here to inform you on behalf of Private Investigator Steve Moss that the secrets of the Painscreek Killings have come to light. He is, however, missing. The police are searching for his whereabouts. While preparing for this letter, I couldn't help but wonder, what if Charles didn't commit adultery? What? What if Vivian had not confronted Sophia? What if Magdalene hadn't insisted on a son to continue the family line? Could things have turned out differently? In hindsight, it's easy to say what they shouldn't have done. Sometimes it's hard to make the right choice in life, isn't it? Did Derek really hate Scott so much that it led to his death? Matthew not have sought revenge for Sophia? And why did Henry Johnson choose to be an accomplice in Magdalene's death? The truth was that everyone made a choice they think was the best, but not necessarily the right one. This made me realize the following. We have the freedom to say or do whatever we want, but there are consequences following our actions. The bigger the mistake, the harsher the consequence. It was true that Charles and Sophia... Oh... I wasn't fast enough. The truth revealed. Matthew Brooks killed Vivian with axe. Whew. God damn. I was low-key hoping that when I was listening to Father Matthew basically admitting his killings, that he will just kill me on the spot on cutscene. Not that I was supposed to escape like that, like holy shit, no. That was a little bit too scary for me. Whew. Oh, 93. Alright. That was a good game. My thoughts on it. I think I should say something about it. how much I've been playing? I think for either 3 or 4 Sundays. I was playing only on Sundays for 3 or 4 hours each session, and this game is actually short. Like you can do everything in maybe 2 days if you don't read everything out loud, and that was slowing me tremendously. But still, this is my first playthrough. I never done this before. I mean recorded and uploaded on YouTube, and it was fun and enjoyable experience. I learned much from this game, and while editing it, I think what do I say? I now I know more about this stuff, like about recording and let's play. It's a hard job to do actually. It isn't as easy as it may seem, and I now have a bigger appreciation for those people who do this, and now I understand more about the backstage happened of it. But this is irrelevant. I should talk more about the game. Because I was playing in these short sessions separated by weeks, I didn't have a whole picture. Like I was tend to forget the names and who did what, like, but because I was editing it later for hours, I was listening to myself and seeing everything for additional time. It made me more cautious, more how do you say it? More Toru, how do I say it? More Toru. I don't know. Well, it made me rethink everything. So that's why some were hard on one day, but on next day I did them very easily because I was rethinking them, and yeah, that's how I had solutions very fast. On the painting on the chessboard, my unfavorite puzzle was darts. Like that one I couldn't do on my own at all. I didn't understand the rules, and I had to look up on YouTube and see how darts player throws them, and then I matched the spots and then how they counted the score, and I just did that. Like I copy pasted that basically. My favorite puzzle was I don't know actually. Which one was satisfying? Maybe Secret Door to Scott Brooks' cabin. Or maybe it was the clock. Clock was easy actually. What puzzles we had? Wait, so Mary Martinez is innocent, right? I suspected her so much. Like, I even thought that she's a daughter of Sophia somehow. And that Andrew was seeing Sophia, and then wait, I mean he was seeing Mary, and then he was thinking that it was Sophia, but no, actually not. Whew. But yeah, this is a good game. I had fun, and I'm satisfied with 93%. I think percent. I think I missed something related with Bernard Hopkins. He had something like apartment code to Aunt Helene, I think, and then some key. I don't know. I will ask people who finish this game, and then we shall see. Oh, and I need to read the credits again. The one that I couldn't finish in time. Oh fuck. Am I recording? Yeah, I am. Let's read what I missed. We have the freedom to say or do whatever we want, but there are consequences following our actions. The bigger the mistake, the harsher the consequence. It was true that Charles and Sophia's affair was wrong, but Vivian had a choice, either to confront Charles about it or take it out on Sophia. She chose the latter. Just as Vivian made her choice, so did Andrew, Henry, and Matthew. In the end, they all had to face the consequences. One thing puzzled me. If Steve and I were both trying to find out the truth, why was I saved but not him? I hope I can find an answer someday. Till then, this is the story of the Painscreek Killings. Janet Kelly. Yeah, we didn't find Stephen Moss' body nowhere.